strange dream. Eventually, we learned the rules. Learned to find our way. Gather the essentials. We learned to survive. The world is comprised of broken memories. And we are as broken and lost as the world around us. Will we be able to gather enough strength to find our way home?
How you doing, bro? I feel like you came in the chat, bro. I'm not too long ago saw your video, King.
Will we ever wake up?
Families, I just started a whole new program, and it's switching up my title of my live. So after this video, I'll tell you the title of this live. Children of Israel, please stand up. Always all praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son, the Hamashiach Christ.
I've lived in a world of death. I've watched people I've loved die. Some fast with a bullet. Some not enough left to bury.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
All these years I've kept my secrets. But the time has come to face my past. And if it comes looking for me, they will welcome death. I want revenge.
Ride till I can't no more.
I want them to know that death is coming. And there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Beautiful Queen Despacito. How y'all doing, sis? A Hebrew King Israelite just stepped in the building. All the kings and queens, children of Israel, please pull up your swords.
Morning!
Morning!
Doing good, sis. Thank you for this.
Hey, get back to work! Hey, Mom!
Pause. I wasn't paying attention to the video. My apologies, families. My apologies. But that first one that I was showing y'all, man, is how they trying to use your mind, the subconscious, and trying to brainwash you, man, trying to let you know that humanoids do not exist when humanoids do exist. Half human, half robot. I displayed a video maybe about beginning of last week where this movie is coming out called Brightburn. And that's talking about how you're supposed to fight your inner demons, families. That movie is strictly trying to tell you how you're supposed to fight your inner demons. And if you don't fight your inner demon can take over your vessel and make you become that spirit. That's why they came out with Brightburn. We also got the new Man in Black that's been great to come out soon. You know, as well, the new Terminator movie that's been great to come out soon. Families, let me put y'all up on game that at least half the world, I know children of Israel know this. Families, the news is fake as it can be, families. But people, because we were so brainwashed to watch the news, Channel 10, Channel 12, Channel 7, Channel 4, that everything that the news put out, we believe in. And the movies is fake. Families, that's vice versa, families. You got to flip that around. The news is fake. And the stuff that we put in, and the stuff that they put in movies, families, that we think is make-believe, is real. You better best believe it. Hey, beautiful queen, Miss Anointed, how you doing, sis? But families, man, before we get ready to get to some juice, because you know how I roll, families. You know how I roll. The name of this title right here, families, was the all praises to the Most High in everything that you do in your life. Never thank no man, never thank no woman out here. Always give glorification to the Father, families, in everything you do. If a person bring you a message, families, that message came from the Father, not from that vessel that is speaking that message, families. So start practicing this. When you go to John 15, the Hamashiach Christ clearly sits there and says that he comes to do the will of his Father, family, and the one who sent him. He always gave glorification to the Father, families. We got to quit thanking each other, man, when that message that the Most High is giving to us is coming from him. Like that's real talk, families. We not want to sit there. We thank that person. We thank the vessel first, and then we thank the Father later. It don't work like that. It's their faith. It's the person with that strong faith in the Father, that believes in the Father, that sat there and had that spirit that's within him, the Ruach, to deliver you that message that's coming from the word of the Elohim. But we be so quick to sit here and thank that person instead of thanking our Father, families. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm in my mid-30s. But now I know. I was trying to sit here and thank the person that gives the message, other than thanking the one that gave him the message. It's a difference out here, families. It's a difference. All prayers and blessings goes out to all of those that we had lost, families. Maleah Davis, the princess, remains was not too long just found in Arkansas. Man, my brother, man, from the Chi-Town, ROC Street News, Angel Cartel, man, my brother, bro. May the Most High Yah, man, continue to strengthen you and guide you, man, through your journey, bro. And my prayers goes out to your family, bro. Angel Cartel, ROC Street News, not too long, man, just lost a wonderful brother, wonderful family member. The heart of him. Not too long ago, man, he got shot. And, bro was at work, and he's at work right now. And bro called me up and let me know. And I just want to let him know, man, that, bro, man, that I'm praying for you, bro. You and your whole family. Man, King Angel Cartel ROC Street News is in the building. I see you, bro. Bro, keep your head up, bro. Everybody that's in the building, please go show King Angel Cartel some love. Support that brother. That way, when during times like this, he can be able to go live and be able to vent, families. Be able to vent. It could be venting off good things. It could be venting off bad things. But at the same time, when you vent, you want somebody to listen, man. We already know, man, the Father is always listening to your prayers. But to love thy neighbor, to love thy brother, it'd be good, man, to have an opportunity, man, to do something. And you got people that is willing to have patience, the humbleness that's within inside of them, to sit down and listen to you. Hey, blessings, beautiful Queen Black Snowflake. How ya doing, sis? A Hebrew queen just made it in the building. Children of Israel, please pull out your swords. Salute, families, man. I've been having a wonderful brother, man, of mine, man, that been to give me the true understanding about how you put on your full body of armor of the Most High. Your crown of salvation, families. Ooh, families, I didn't even know we had a crown of salvation, families. Ooh, Ephesians 6, man, tell you how they give you abilities and give you powers, man, and show you descriptions of each armor on your body of the word of the Elohim. You better best believe it. Hey, beautiful Queen Nene 51, how ya doing, sis? A Hebrew queen just made it in the building. Children of Israel, please stand up. Pull out your sword. Salute. How ya doing, man? Man, I get turned up, man, when I see y'all, man. All the Most High is trying to let you know, man, that if you love me, man, obey my laws. Obey my commandments. I'm trying to find out is that if we love the Most High so much, why can't we do that? Why can't we claim Israel? Why do we want to claim every area over here that's bringing destruction and death? Satan, Hashatan in Hebrew, come to three things, and he's coming to kill, steal, and destroy. Why you want to claim certain areas that the Most High is trying to strictly let you know that I am going to put a protection, a force field over you? Y'all seeing, but because I made a promise to your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I'm going to keep my promise, and I'm going to keep that covenant. Man, the prophet Moses was a Levi, a priesthood, the priesthood of Levi. You never know what tribe that you are a part of, but you have an ability from the Most High that as soon as you find out who you are, you're going to unlock them powers. Don't let Hasatan, man, keep you away, man, from unlocking powers, man, that was built inside of you. You was made of this. Hey, beautiful queen, pretty face. How ya doing, sis? Oh, what? That's what I'm talking about, families. A Hebrew queen just made it in the building. Children of Israel, please stand up. Put out your swords, man. The Father trying to let you know that you have a nationality. And you is Israel. You is the children of the Elohim, families. And big bro, the Hashemite Christ, a.k.a. Yahusha, a.k.a. Jesus, is leading the way for us, families. It doesn't matter what religion that you claim, but the Most High is going to let you know, man, when you come back and holler at him, and when he holler at you, you did know that I ain't put no religion in none of these scriptures. From the book of Genesis all the way to Revelation, I ain't give you no description of a religion. So what are you claiming? And that's facts, families. You can't find that nowhere in the Holy Scriptures. The Quran, even the lost books, you're not going to find that.
So, to follow me on Facebook, right there, people, you see it. at Geneva's Closet, because majority of the time when I'm not over here, I am over there. Let's get into the news. And right before I start talking about it, I would like to say shout out to all the people that have been invested in the Maleah Davis case. Shout out to all the people that have emailed me and DM'd me to let me know different things that was going on, just in case you felt like I didn't know. I do want to let you know I did see the article when it came out yesterday, the
Cartel,
news saying that the remains of the child had been found, but I didn't want to come right on and say anything just in case something else would have came out. I wanted to just give it a little time, but shout out to you all for just being invested and wanting me to know. And then shout out to all the people that did research on the Maleah Davis case, because I know, look, kudos to you all, because your research, the text messages you found, the court papers that you found, talking to certain family members and posting that information up there, even the people that went and found Brittany's father's obituary thing online. All of that was some really good research that you all did, that you didn't have to do, but you did it because you cared and you were invested in the case. Shout out to all the people that interview people. Interview like Vince's father, Darion Vince's father, interview Brittany Bowen's sister, all of you all, because I am pretty sure the things that was revealed in your interviews and a lot of you all's research will be used, will help the attorneys and the investigators and the detectives and everything in prosecuting Darion Vince and whoever else need to have charges brought up against them. I'm just saying. But let's go into this. So first, I just wanted to give a shout out to you all, because you all were absolutely amazing with this whole thing.
Do they live right near you, sis?
So it came out yesterday. It said month-long search for Maleah Davis ends in heartbreak as police confirmed the trash bag found near Arkansas Freeway contains the remains of a child. And it says the search of the missing girl, Maleah Davis, has ended in heartbreak after nearly a month. They believe the remains of a child found in the trash bag along an Arkansas freeway are those of the 4-year-old girl. On Friday night, the remains arrived by plane in Houston, where they will be subjected to forensic testing to confirm the dead child's identity and attempt to determine the cause of death. Do we believe that is possibly her? Yes. But can we confirm it right now? No. Houston Executive Assistant Police Chief Troy Finner said at a press conference on Friday, stepfather Darion Marquise Vince, 27, is being held in Houston jail on a charge of tampering with human remains after allegedly claiming that the girl had died accidentally and admitting that he dumped her body in Arkansas. While I am reading this, I want you to look at the pictures, because I want you to remember the story that we had originally heard. Now that Darion has confessed to Quanell X, but look at the pictures. Remember the original story? Yeah, we're going to go back, so we need to remember these things. Houston Police Commander Michael Skillern, if I'm saying that correctly, one of the officers who traveled to Arkansas, told reporters that authorities had found a child's remains in a garbage bag near Interstate 30, close to Hope. Community activist Quanell X said he spoke on Friday in jail with Vince, the ex-fiance of Maleah's mother, who had claimed Maleah was abducted. Quanell X said that Vince claimed Maleah had died accidentally, but then admitted to him that he dumped her body in Arkansas. Quanell X had previously represented Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens, but cut ties with her recently, saying he feared she may have withheld information about the case. Sheriff James Singleton in Arkansas, Hempstead County, said workers found the bag, which had a foul odor coming from it, near Hope, about 30 miles northeast of the Texas-Arkansas border. If this is the little girl, we want to make sure that we treat her with respect and dignity. Executive Assistant Police Chief Finner said authorities won't be able to confirm if the remains are those of Maleah until an autopsy is performed. It was unclear how long the identification process would take, Finner said. Finner said Maleah's family had been notified of Friday's developments in the case, and he expects a murder charge will be filed in the case. We are here to make sure that the little angel receives some justice, and whoever is responsible, we are going to hold them accountable. Vince had claimed he, Maleah, and his 2-year-old son were abducted on May 4th by a group of men.
Pause. Talk, sis. Talk. And for everybody out there, man, that has been up day and night doing this case right here, doing the missing of this young princess families, she almost starting to remind me of the KJ case. And Mama No Tears, she ain't even emotional either. And this supposed to be your baby. Man, this sister right here, man, is finna drop some jewels, man, for those, man, that's been on the case and end up missing out on certain clues or information, or they haven't got to it yet. So I want to support this right here. And just to support beautiful Queen, Sheba Queen, Geneva Closet, you know what I'm saying? That's helping out all those, man, that has been on this right here day and night. Losing sleep, still going to work, clocking in. They ain't sitting at home, just on they still handle their livelihood. But when they get off or on they break or whatever, they trying to find out. Let's go.
3 Hispanic men, to be exact, in a truck. He said he and his son were freed the next day, but the kidnappers kept Maleah and his silver Nissan Altima. Police said Vince's story kept changing and didn't add up. Police arrested Vince and charged him with tampering with evidence, specifically a human corpse. He remains jailed on a $40,000 bond. Meanwhile, the last known images of little Maleah alive show the 4-year-old happily following her stepfather Vince into his Houston apartment on April 30th, but the adorable toddler went inside and was never seen again. You see this picture? This is them in a few years ago. Don't they look different? Don't Britney boys look different? Y'all gotta wait till that picture come back up and check that picture out again. To never be seen again. Instead, 3 days later, Vince was captured on surveillance camera emerging from the property alone, clutching a black trash bag believed to be containing Maleah's remains. And then they found in a trash bag or something. The same day, Vince told police that he, his 2-year-old son, and Maleah had been kidnapped by unknown assailants. He claimed that he and the boy had been released, but the kidnappers had taken Maleah and the car.
Hallelujah.
It has also emerged that earlier on May 3rd, Vince would not Maleah's father. Vince would not let Maleah's father see the girl when he came to check on her. Craig Davis, the child's father, and his sister went to the apartment where Maleah lived with Vince and the mother to check on the young girl. Davis said during a Wednesday court hearing, Vince did not let them in, saying Maleah had the flu and denied their request to see her as she was sleeping. Davis testified. Community activist Quanell X came forward on Friday to say that Vince had revealed the location of the body in a conversation behind bars. Quanell claimed the location of where the bag was found matched where Vince told him he dumped her body. But despite the heinous nature of the crime, in an exclusive interview with Fox 26, Quanell claimed that Vince appeared more concerned about his public image than he did his impending murder charges during their meeting on Friday. I was able by God's grace to visit Darion, Quanell said. He voiced his concerns about how he was being portrayed in the media. He was upset with Britney. He thought he acted as more of a parent than Maleah's mother, Britney Bowens. But Quanell revealed what stunned him most about his face-off with Vince was that he showed absolutely no remorse for Maleah's killing. What hurt me is he had no remorse. He had no feelings of regret. And I can't stop crying, an emotional Quanell admitted. I had to stop myself from crying because he was so cold in his discussion with me. He cared more about what people think about him than he did with Maleah. There was no remorse. theorizing why Vince would allegedly commit such an atrocious act. Cornell said he believed the stepfather snapped after finding out that Bowens was having an affair. I asked him, "Are you a cold-blooded murderer?" He said it was an accident. He wanted to make it clear everything he was doing for the children was by himself. He was cold. He had a cold spirit, almost like I don't care spirit. That's the part I expected, emotions and remorse. There is none. Before the confession, Cornell briefly, legally advised Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens, before announcing that he cut all ties with her this week. "I'm a father. I have daughters," Cornell told Fox 26. It was hard standing by Brittany's side, but I had to do what I had to do, make sure I could find out everything. What happened to Maleah and where is she? Cornell alleges that he discovered early on with his time with Bowens that she had actively sought to cover up Vince's abuse against her daughter on more than one occasion. She never broke down in private conversations, always before the camera. She refused to ever say anything about Darian, even after charged with tampering with the body. That's what I'm saying. In the interview, she had nothing to say. So is there anything that you want to say about Darian? No. Really much? Nothing? Not a thing. And he's sitting in jail and you ain't got nothing to say. Whatever. Vince's confession comes nearly a month after he first reported Maleah missing on May 4th. He stumbled into a hospital with his 1-year-old son, claiming all 3 of them had been kidnapped by Hispanic assailants the day before while driving to the airport to pick up Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens. And that's how he said he got the concussion on his head, because they had knocked him in his head with something. We never found out what quite. And he was in and out of consciousness from Friday evening about 6 p.m. till Saturday evening about 6 p.m. And he had fully woke up once and noticed that Maleah was gone and the sun was still there. That's why I put them pictures. We have to remember this far-fetched story. Why is this story important to remember? Because this may happen again. And all them crocodile tears in your story and your bruises and your scratches.
Pause. Facts. Man, families, man, sometimes, man, people be on some other different type of stuff, man, that really ain't aligning on to your frequency or your vibration of how you living, families. But families, because we sometimes go into that atmosphere, we end up getting that type of energy. And that energy, your spirit feeds off on that energy. We got to get that understanding, families. When people start losing lives and stuff like that, family, that's what you're supposed to fight for, family. Because what if that was your family member? Or was that your little baby, little girl? Your little man? And ain't nobody out here saying nothing? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, man, want us to love each other, families, equally. But how you going to be able to get that love? How you going to be able to show that love? How you going to be able to know that there's morals, values, and principles behind the love that you is trying to give out? It's His laws, families. His commandments. It's obeying them. And that's going to make you be a stand right up man and not walking like what they want to call us apes out here. Monkeys out here. Animals. I am is in the building. Man, we got a Hebrew King Israelite is in the building. Children of Israel, yeah. Please put out your swords. Respect, bro. Salute. Hey.
Oh
For Queen Amanda, still good to see you in the building, sis. Thank you, Queen.
You don't know the half of it.
Come on, families.
And I just
building. What's up with you, bro? Yeah. Man, we got an Israelite queen, man, that just came up in the building. Kitchen of Israel, please stand up. Let's go. Salute, bro. Much respect, bro. I love y'all shit, bro. Let's go, bro.
Sometimes I get lonely. Sometimes I can't reach my friends. But I know someone who'll hold me. 'Cause he's the only woman I can count on. There'll never be another like him. I understand what you're feeling inside, but I'm here to tell you, just watch him work it, watch him work it out. Just wait and see, figure it out. You got somebody on your side. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. For I know he's already worked it. Already worked it out for you. Sometimes we have those moments. Forget that he's always here. So stop trying to carry everything alone. Just let it go. And take it to God and pray. Yeah, you keep looking out for me, You've done it before, so I know you will do it again. Worked it out, worked it out. Down on the can be
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, families. And sometimes, man, you truly, really do need to work it out. You know what I'm saying? But you working out your inner man. You know what I'm saying, man? I want to give a big shout out and a wonderful, loving, happy birthday, man, to our loving sister representing the 313 families. Hey, beautiful Queen Teray Ali, families. All children of Israel, please stand up. A loving Shebrew queen, man, was born on this day. Families, man, I truly try not to practice pagan holidays, which is birthdays is one of them, because birthdays show you how to idolize yourself. The Most High wants you to only remember one commandment, man, out of all of them, and that was to remember the Sabbath, the day that he rested, on his creation. He didn't pick the first day, he didn't pick the second day, third, fourth, fifth, or the sixth. The sixth day was when he created man. He picked the seventh day, families. But families, man, we be real quick to celebrate certain holidays that you're not supposed to celebrate, man. Let's just keep it a buck. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be around people that are open-minded. At the same time, man, they trying to get off what they was trained to do. But you wasn't made like that. Somebody trained you like that. There's only two ways, man, that you're going to obtain knowledge, families. Really three. Either you read it somewhere, someone taught you, or you went through experiences. Let me show you how your name holds a title. How your name, the meaning behind your name, has a meaning behind it, families. And a name brings power. It sets you apart as an individual of who you are and your true identity. Check this out.
Names are important. How many of you like to have your name pronounced correctly? I mean, for me, it's who cares anymore? You know, everyone spells it Blitz instead of Bills. But I tell you what, names are important. That's why God revealed his name to Moses. And now God has given himself many names, right? How many names of God are there in the Bible? Dozens of names. But here's the thing. Only God has the authority to name himself. There are three aspects to names and naming you have to understand.
Facts.
The first aspect is this. Naming someone means you understand the one that's being named. Number two, a name identifies the character of the one who is named. And number three, naming someone implies the namer has authority over the named. Do your children name you, or do you name them? Did Adam name all the animals? Okay. Adam had authority. Can you name your own street that you live on, even though it's the street you live on? Why not? You don't have the authority to name. God is the only one who has the authority to name himself. Who are we to tell God this is your name? Does that make sense? Names matter. For example, is it a terrorist attack or a workplace accident?
This right.
Pestilence, and you'll be cut off from the earth and then buried deep. For this cause I raised you up to show in you my power, that what? My name may be declared throughout all the earth. I just remembered, I've added some verses that aren't on your notes. So if you come across them, just reference it. But the whole purpose of the Exodus was God wanted his name to be declared. And by a name, it's a name that he chose that denotes power. Now look at Zechariah 14, 8 and 9. This is referring to what's going to happen here in the very near future. This talks about when his feet land on the Mount of Olives. It splits in two, his return. It says it's going to happen in that day. The living waters will go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the eastern sea, half of them toward the western sea. Summer, winter, it's going to be that way. And who will be king? The Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh is going to be king over all the earth. And that day, the Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh will be one, and his name will be what? One name. Now in John 17, 5 and 6, it says, Father, glorify me with your own self, with the glory that I had with you before the world existed, and I revealed what? Your name. Okay, so God, it's all about revealing God's character. And how many of us know that we want that to have power behind it?
Hey,
look at Revelation.
Beautiful Queen
This
Terry
is the end of the book.
Martinez,
Chapter
the
15,
Hebrew
verse 4.
Queen
Who
Israelite
wouldn't
just
fear
made
you,
it in
Lord,
the
and glorify
building.
your
Children of
name? For you
Israel,
only
please
are holy.
stand
All the
up.
nations will come to worship before you, for your righteous
Salute,
acts
we love you,
have been
sis. How
revealed.
you doing, Queen
Now this
Wisdom?
isn't on your notes, and if
Sis,
you can keep
this
up with
right
me, you
here
can write this down.
is deep.
I've shared this before, but I was just talking this morning to someone, and that inspired me. I need to mention this. In Genesis, where it mentions the generations from Adam to Noah. How many of you like reading the genealogies? Boring. Okay, but you know why? It's because we take the Hebrew and we transliterate rather than translate. Do you know what a transliteration is? It's just the phonics. It's not the meaning. So, for example, Adam in Hebrew really means mankind. His name, I'm mankind. Okay, remember when Cain killed Abel? Seth was appointed to take Abel's place. But in English, we read
Beautiful
Seth.
Queen Anita.
But Seth means to be appointed to.
Already is in
Hi,
the
I'm appointed
building,
to.
family.
But we lose
Welcome
the
to the
power. We
H
lose the
time.
meaning when we transliterate
Oh, I
in
gotta screw
English.
that up, huh? I gotta screw that
He
up.
begat
A
Enosh,
Hebrew
which
Queen
means feeble,
Israelite just
frail,
made it in the
mortal.
building.
He
Children of
begat Canaan,
Israel,
which
please
means a fixed
stand
dwelling
up.
place, like
How
a home
you
compared to a
doing,
tent.
sis? We
So in
love ya.
English transliteration, we go Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, blah, 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 blah. But in Hebrew, I just said, mankind is appointed to feeble, frail mortality, a fixed dwelling place. Okay, then he begat Mahalalel, which means God who is praised. He begat Yered, which means to come down or descend. He begat Enoch. Remember Enoch, the guy that walked with God, disappeared? You ever heard of the verse, train up a child in the way you should go? Do you know the Hebrew word train there is Enoch? Enoch means to train or instruct. But we lose that by transliterating it. Okay, he begets Methuselah. Remember Methuselah? Now Methuselah, what does his name mean? I've heard two different definitions. One of them is a man sent forth. Another one says his death will bring forth, or out of it, but bringing forth his death. Lamech, what a name for a kid. His name means to be beaten and tortured. Okay, and then the last name, Noah, means to bring rest or a quiet peace. So when you read these 10 Hebrew names in Genesis in the exact order of their birth, when you forget the English transliterations and you translate, you get mankind is appointed to feeble, frail mortality, a fixed dwelling place. God who is praised comes down to instruct as a man sent forth to be beaten and tortured, bringing rest, a quiet peace. Now, where do you see the...
Ooh-wee. Now, families, because and that's a spirit of confusion. Because we end up, everybody live is going to interrupt sometimes. We must have the patience to stay within that live, families. And then when it quit buffering, because families, we are using the devil devices. The Most High didn't create these devices, internet, for us, the children of Israel, to partake in. Period. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck now. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Now, he just said I named you all the names, the genealogy and the meaning of their name from how they was birthed in order and what it meant. Now we finna go back without me talking and get an understanding what this Hebrew Israelite king just said. He represent Israel, families.
No, so if you come across them, just reference it. But the whole purpose of the Exodus was God wanted his name to be declared. And by a name, it's a name that he chose that denotes power. Now look at Zechariah 14, 8 and 9. This is referring to what's going to happen here in the very near future. This talks about when his feet land on the Mount of Olives. It splits in two, his return. It says it's going to happen in that day. The living waters will go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the eastern sea, half of them toward the western sea. Summer and winter, it's going to be that way. And who will be king? The Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh is going to be king over all the earth. And that day, the Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh will be one, and his name will be what? One name. Now in John 17, 5 and 6, it says, Father, glorify me with your own self, with the glory that I had with you before the world existed, and I revealed what? Name all the animals. Okay. Adam had authority. Can you name your own street that you live on, even though it's the street you live on? Why not? You don't have the authority to name. God is the only one who has the authority to name himself. Who are we to tell God this is your name? Does that make sense? Names matter. For example, is it a terrorist attack or a workplace accident? Do you see why names can be important? We know that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob never knew Elohim as Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. Are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob still people of faith? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob also didn't know him as Jesus. Are they still people of faith?
Pause. And then you see how the brother's breaking down the genealogy of things. Families, man, you was reading that during the whole book of the Torah. And that's facts. The first 5 books of Moses. He was telling you who begat who and what that name meant. But we forgot about that, families. But this Hebrew Israelite king right here got an understanding of that.
Okay. Look at Exodus 9, 15, and 16. God says, "For now I'm going to stretch out my hand that I may smite you and your people with pestilence, and you'll be cut off from the earth and then buried deep for this cause that raised you up to show in you my power, that what? My name may be declared throughout all the earth." I just remembered, I've added some verses that aren't on your notes. So if you come across them, just reference it. But the whole purpose of the Exodus was God wanted his name to be declared. And by a name, it's a name that he chose that denotes power. Now look at Zechariah 14, 8, and 9. This is referring to what's going to happen here in the very near future. This talks about when his feet land on the Mount of Olives. It splits in two, his return. It says it's going to happen in that day. The living waters will go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the eastern sea, half of them toward the western sea. Summer and winter, it's going to be that way. And who will be king? The Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh is going to be king over all the earth. And that day, the Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh will be one, and his name will be what? One name. Now in John 17, 5 and 6, it says, "Father, glorify me with your own self, with the glory that I had with you before the world existed, and I revealed," what? "Your name." Okay, so God, it's all about revealing God's character. And how many of us know that we want that to have power behind it? How many of you like reading the genealogies? Boring. Okay, but you know why? It's because we take the Hebrew and we transliterate rather than translate. Do you know what a transliteration is? It's just the phonics. It's not the meaning.
Show love, show love, show love. Show love, show love, show love. Let them hate all they want. Show love. And when you finally come up, show love. Show love, show love, show love. Show love, show love, show love.
Yeah, families. Yeah, they don't want that to happen, families. Yeah. Yeah. You see what's going on? My connections is getting all bad, but as soon as I ain't playing them certain type of videos, families, they don't want to wake up to my families. Do not be ignorant of the devil devices. But you got to be a fighter out here. Don't let a little buffering and stuff like that stop you, man, from finding truth. Real truth. Then that brother finna get to tell you about how your name holds a title. And it brings out it sets you apart of your identity and the individual of a certain, of the emotions of a certain individual. They knew that brother was going to break it down in scriptures. Precept upon precept, Isaiah 28. But families, man, we gonna jam a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring you to another video. Oh yeah, this one right here is the future. The next video is the future, families, and it's deep. Let's go.
Show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love. Let them hate all they want. Show love, and when you finally come up, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love. When they don't want you to shine, show love. Just wait on your time. I ain't ringing on their ear, on their neck this year. They wanna let me shine, bright like a chandelier. Keys all over my gear, got drip like tears. On the way up, stay humble, still so little my peers. Flexing the right way, pose for the photo. I let them ride the wave, never been a showboat. Why we get all the hate, haters by the polo. Nothing that they can say can stop me, that's a no-no. Hey, shooting my shot for real, I'm never gon' pump fake. Ran up the score, knew I would make it one day. On the way up, buckle up, we on the runway. Straight to the top, for me a ticket for one way. Show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love. Let them hate all they want, show love, and when you finally come up, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love. When they don't want you to shine, show love, just wait on your time to come up. Keep faith when you're down in your luck, stay down till you come up. Gotta smile even when they mug, and kill them when you show a little love. When a bad and run it up, tell them in God I trust. Roll it, pull it on up, let's get squeezed that ball. It's been a while, nothing comes overnight, made it through the trial. Took a detour, had to find another route, cause I had to show them that they can't count me out. Can't count me out. Hey, shooting my shot for real, I'm never gon' pump fake. Ran up the score, knew I would make it one day. On the way up, buckle up, we on the runway. Straight to the top, for me a ticket for one way. Show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love, show love. Let them hate all they want, show love, and when you finally come up, show love, 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 yeah. When they don't want you to shine, show love, just wait on your time to come up. Taking the right way, pose for the photo. I let them ride the wave, never been a showboat. Why we get all the hate, haters by the polo. Nothing that they can say can stop me, that's a no-no.
I see you children of Israel. I see them Israelites up in the fields and towns. Hey, y'all represent all over here, my farmers. Always remember that. Y'all represent Israel. Yeah. Let's go. Beautiful queen, pretty eyeball, how ya doing, sis? South Shebrew Queen Israelite just made it in the building. Choosing the Israel, please stand up. We love you, sis. I know there's real beautiful queen too, Martinez. Let's go, Queen Wisdom. That Israelite queen just spoke it, families.
Yeah, I had a dream today that I became what I set my mind to. I wouldn't have it any other way. A kid can dream, can he? Imagination crazy. I'm living life like I always pictured that I would paint it. Laid back, just looking at the stars, thinking about what I wanna be when I grow up. Will I be just like my pops who ended up living a life of regret? Every day thinking about a son that he wish he had met. Yeah, and from a child growing big and strong and conquering my fears, proving everybody wrong. Even as I write this song, I wonder if I recall any guilt left inside, hoping that I right my wrongs. And so I right my wrongs and hope that they relate. Today they be so quick to judge and never know my pain, never know my struggle, just the battles that I lose. Where there's defeat, you'll find the strongest person in them shoes. Yeah, living out my dream, knowing I broke the cycle, that I reached the Eiffel. I made impossible zero, trying to be like my idols. They said I couldn't, but I raised up from rock bottom, fighting for that world title.
I swear I see you in the building, sis. I see the queen is in the building. How you doing, queen? Look at the Israelite queen in the building. Hey, we love you, sis. Chicken of Israel, please stand up. She's the queen. I love her. Just rocking with her.
You can't take my dream from me. You won't take my dream from me. You can't take my. Got a dream that's in me, I'm living to protect. Rejection all around me, this right here I can't neglect. I never been the type to sit and wait for my respect. I spit that dope correct and let them listeners connect. So I dream today with childlike faith. Possibilities endless. I'm giving what my best is. I do it till I'm breathless. I swear I'm so relentless. Can't no defense contest it. You have a dream, go get it. So dream today. I'm Martin Luther King, fighting for what it is I believe, even if the cost is me. Changing a generation, do it so they all can see. Do it for the people who see truth and who I'm called to be. Only question remain, will I take advantage? Will I remain the average symphony or raise the standard? Will I proclaim greatness or just run and abandon? I be chilling in the clouds, think I'm never landing. Look at the beauty, swear there's nothing like it. Sometimes the only way to change the course is to rewrite it. Sometimes the quickest way to freedom is standing and fighting. That passion deep inside of you waiting to get ignited. Yeah, so go ahead and dream. Let your mind free. Lead them doubts in the rear view. Keep that confidence near you. Let the whole city hear you. Inside of you is everything you need to have a dream. Today I pray these change on me. I swear I'll never be the same again. I swear I'll never lay claim again. 'Cause I am a free man. You can't take my dream. No, you can't take my dream. You can't take my dream from me. You won't take my dream from me. You can't take my dream. You can't take my dream from me. You won't take my dream from me. You can't take my.
That's what I'm talking about, family. Let's feed that soul, you dig? Oh, yeah. Now, families, man, we're going to go to a video, man, that's going to be happening pretty soon. People been talking about chip implants. Human chip implants, to be exact. Man, we already got them chipping the animals. People end up losing their dog, their cat, a giraffe. You can find it. I don't know how you're going to lose a giraffe, but, hey, if you lose one, if you got a chip in it, they're going to find it. Check this video out.
Will you call me? Sorry? Will you call me? You mean telephone me?
Yes.
Where?
Now.
Because it's in my
And
ear.
extremely
why I
high
wanted to have
grass,
lunch.
sis.
You just phone me?
Let's
Now?
go.
Hello, Bethany speaking.
Hello?
You phoning for Bethany?
doing?
This is Bethany. Can you hear me?
Well, you're right in front of me.
But can you hear me down the phone?
Oh my God.
This is me. On the phone, I had it implanted. My hand is the phone. I can walk and talk because I'm on the phone inside my hand. I am the phone. This is what phones are going to be from now on. I've integrated. Thank you for your call. Subdermal implants. They charge themselves with motion like a self-winding watch. And it's on the 22 network. I get signal across 95% of UK mainland, 98 by next year.
When I phoned you, it was ringing. You were ringing.
That's the speaker. So small.
Okay, but when did you get this done?
That course in Winchester, I had one finger done every night. I still need to use a handset to phone out. Look.
Hello? Hi? Okay, but look, I can't believe you had surgery without telling me.
Skin plants. Not surgery, and I knew you'd be cross. But I'm 18, and you had that tattoo when you were 18, and it's the same sort of thing. And I wanted to ask you, will you do me a favour?
What?
Will you tell Dad?
Oh, sweetheart.
Please, will you tell Dad for me?
Pause. Families, what you saying on the news is fake. What they be putting in these movies is reality, and that's facts. They putting it in the movies because they know that in our mind mentality, we think it's a movie, so we already know it's fake. I know, children of Israel. For real, for real, for real. Don't be so simple-minded out here. That's what simple-minded means. It's falling for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people ain't gonna understand your walk, man, because they don't know what type of direction you going. But families, man, if you children of Israel and you represent the Elohim, families, we going up. We going up. We ain't going right or left or down. We going up. There's only one direction, but it's narrow. Don't follow popularity, families. The Most High is your popularity. Following the Hamashiach Christ is your popularity. You follow his ways. Because he sat there and says that I come to do the will of the Father who sent him. And what is the will, families? When everybody asks about that, what is the will? It ain't loving everybody, families. It's obeying his laws, statutes, and commandments. The judgments that's behind that. That's facts. When your kids, your children end up being disobedient, you place judgment upon them. When they having bad grades in school, they on restriction. They can't go outside. You got to be in the house by 4, and you finna get in your books because you shouldn't be having no C in English. That's judgments. We gonna get that stuff corrected, though, ain't we? Because we want to go back outside and play, right? All right. Obeying. That's what it was all about, is obeying it. It's not saying over here knowing, because that's separating the hearers and the doers. Okay, so you told me about it. All right, now since you know and you know that's a commandment, are you going to do it? That's the question. Are you going to do it? I'll wait. I'll wait on the answer. I'll wait. That's what the Father, that's what the Most High been doing from the beginning of our creation. Since you done breathed his good air. That breath of the spirit that he gave you. But people go follow popularity of confusion. It don't align up to scriptures, families. John 15:38. Verse 10 first. Said and says, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love. Abide means obey. Even as I kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. That's the love of the law, families. The love of the law is abiding in something. What you are abiding into. You are abiding into the commandments. It's simple, families. It's easy. It's just that which words are you taking into your heart? You're supposed to take the whole passage. Let's go. Verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I love you. That was a commandment. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. That's what us calling each other friends, not associates. Friends done became brotherhood and sisterhood. Friendship done became what we call family out here. But are you going to be able to stand corrected? Let's go. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Once the Most High done appointed that spirit upon you, he done chose you because you chose him. From the beginning of your creation, the Most High chose you before you even knew who he was. Before you even knew that he had a son. Before you even knew there was a Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. Before you even knew that there were so many languages. Before you even knew there was a east, a west, a north, and a south. He is trying to build you on the simple things of his foundation. Way before he used the sand, the soil, to mold something of his own likeness. See what I'm saying, families? Let's go. Remember, the word brings you life. The word brings you power. The word brings you foreverness. It's never ending, families. It's internal as well as external. But the spirit and the flesh is fighting at each other. Remember the word that I say unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying. What is his saying, families? His saying was his commandments. They will keep yours as well. They won't be hating you if they already knew his laws. That's the law of the love. That's the law of love, families. That is the law of love. The love is all of the Most High. That's why he said that and says that he has an unchanging hand. He shows unconditional love. That's the difference, families. Unconditional. That's what we don't be doing. Man, we be bashing a brother man or a sister man just because, man, they don't even fit to your vibration. You don't agree to their services, terms, and conditions.
Hello? Am I on? Okay, go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight. I got a young man I wanted to introduce you to. We call him Ike Nice. Oh yeah, I'm a music major.
With tears rolling down your face, with your heart feeling like it's gon' break, your earth feels like it's about to shake. You've taken all that you can take. Just remember where your help comes from. Realize you got somewhere to run. Don't worry about what you're going through. Instead of worrying, here's what you can do. Praise him anyway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should praise him anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen,
I'm just like you. You cut me, I'm gon' bleed. I got wants just as well as I got needs. I've been hungry and not had no food to eat. And
between 10 and 10. You scripture down out there, family. You let the Most High know that you study to show thyself approved, family. And you know the scriptures. You know the word of the Most High, family. Hallelujah. Praise the to the Most High. Let's go. And everything you do in the Hamashiach Christ name, family. You put them all in family. Look at who I feel you, man. Let's go.
This has been another music-based production. I can't hear y'all clapping.
Families, let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, families. Now we need to go to John 6:38. It was my apologies, and Most High, I want to say thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all the wrong scripture, but we needed that right there, though. We needed John 15. We needed that right there, though. But we need to go to John 6, families. $38. Now, before we even go to 38, we need to get verse 2 of real true understanding. And a great multitude followed him, because they saw his miracles, which he did on them that were diseased. And Hamashiach went up into the mountain, and there he sat, families, with his disciples, and the Passover and the feast of the Jews was nigh. When Hamashiach then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, and said to Philip, which shall buy bread, that these may eat. And this is he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Now, families, I went there because the Most High was trying to let you know, really, our Hamashiach was trying to let you know that you wasn't supposed to come and praise me. What is that glorification to him when he come to do the will of the Father? Let's go. Verse 35. And Hamashiach said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Now, who is that he? That he is that whosoever in John 3:16. All them other Israelites, come on, Israel. Come on, children of Israel. Y'all got to quit that division type of stuff when the Most High, the Hamashiach, comes in flesh and sit there and tells you that mixed multitude is everybody combining together. All he wanted you to do is keep thy commandments and remember the Sabbath. Let's go. But I say unto you, that ye also have seen me, and believe it not. That was those that was around the Hamashiach, seen him, saw the miracles, and still didn't believe in his doings. There's people out here, man, that practice the Quran. They practice about the final prophet. They praise that final prophet other than praising the Most High, Yah. They praise that final prophet other than giving all glorification to the Son, the Ruach, the More in Hebrew, the Spirit, the Teacher, the Comforter, to come down here to show you the ways, the will of the Father. What is his will? It's the laws, families. What is the laws? It's the commandments, statutes, and judgments. Let's go. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me, I will in no wise cast out. He's not going to make you foolish because you coming to him, because he know that you coming for the Father. You was going after the Father. He knows this. Let's go. Verse 38, excuse me, Father. For I came down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. What is the will? It's his ways. What is his ways? It's his laws. What is the laws? It's his commandments, statutes, and judgments, which he made a covenant, a promise to our forefathers, the genealogy of it now, families, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to let you know that you are part of the 12 tribes of Israel, not from Brazil, not from Africa, not from Canada, not from Australia, or no, you are from Israel, families. Only one place. And his set apart name will be brought back to remembrance to the children of Israel. Not no other place. Not no other place. So when you break down these scriptures, he is showing you the mysteries of the deceptions of the traditions of man. Because we started following after each captivity, the Assyrian captivity, the Persian captivity, the Greek captivity, oh my God, so many captivities, families. And we was hard-headed, families. Man, children of Israel, we was hard-headed out here. And a hard head will make a soft what? Behind. Best believe. But the Most High, because I am your daddy, I'm going to punish my child. Because I chose you. There's a lot of people that ain't going to choose the Most High. But they claim the Most High in different ways, forms, and fashions based to fit their lifestyle. They only call upon him when they need something, but not when they need him. Hey, beautiful Queen Miss Danielle, how you doing, sis? Hey, a Shibu Queen Israelite is in the building. Children of Israel, please stand up. Hey, salute, Queen. And families, man, that's the reason why I call you, man, that's the reason why I shout out children of Israel. I didn't even do this, man, when I first got onto this stuff, man. Not just my beliefs, but on the devil devices. I wasn't speaking like this. Man, it wasn't until I got into my private zone and I actually was trying to hear the Most High voice. His voice, not nobody else's. To lead me through these scriptures and give me an understanding. Show me the way, Father. And the Father kept on pointing to his laws. Commandments, statutes, and judgments. And I will show you how much I love you. I've been listening to a lot of people, man, and they are not speaking like these holy scriptures is speaking out here, right? Facts. They leading us to different ways that we ain't supposed to go. That's just because we haven't got to that scripture yet. But once you get there, either you're going to believe all of it or you ain't going to believe nothing at all. You can't be watered down out here. You can't believe certain scriptures and then sit there and say, well, you know, they altered that scripture. No. Yeah, they took books out. Yes, they did. They took books out. But the KJV is all you need to really get into the meat of things. And then you will master the KJV to go into other books. Check how the people
1,000,000 times smaller and 1,000 times more powerful than what used to be a $60 million supercomputer that was half a building in size 40 years ago. 30 linear steps gets you to 30. 30 exponential steps gets you to 1 billion. The same amount of steps gets you to 1 billion, and technology advances at this exponential rate. So that is the reason why the smartphone in your pocket today is 1 million times cheaper, 1 million times smaller, and 1,000 times more powerful than what used to be a $60 million supercomputer that was half a building in size 40 years ago. New construction kits for our reality are now in our pockets. Folks at Singularity University like to say that a young kid in rural Africa or Bali with a smartphone has better communications technology than a head of state had, than a president had 25 years ago. Because these tools and technologies, they're stand-ins, they're metaphors, they are representative of human creativity externalized and exteriorized. David Deutsch, in his book, The Beginning of Infinity, talks about how if you consider the topography of a modern city like Manhattan or Dubai, that's a physical topography where the forces of mind, creativity, human agency have trumped geology. If you could time-lapse human progress, it would literally look like we're shrinking the lag time between what we can imagine, what we can envision, and what we can create. How about we redefine the term billionaire? Because one of the sort of incidental cool side effects of this exponential age, especially among young people, is they all want to be the next billionaire. They're like, I want to start a company and be like Mark Zuckerberg. Like, how cool to aspire to like become that successful. It's not I want to be a cowboy when I grow up. It's like I want to come up with an algorithm that impacts 1 billion lives. Cool, become a billionaire. Great. What if we redefine the definition? And we say being a billionaire is not making $1 billion. That's incidental, that's a side effect. That's just the icing on the cake. Cool, buy yourself a jet. Love it. Make sure it's an environmentally friendly one. But what if in the age of exponential technologies, being a billionaire means positively impacting 1 billion lives? That's a beautiful thing, right? It's like, duh, right? Like bumper sticker, fucking put it on the front of your wall. Like, yes, positively impacting 1 billion lives. And the thing is, I've now given you the understanding, I hope, that this is not a lofty goal, that this is possible, that this is doable, that each and every one of you, when looking in the mirror, when you have that faint disquiet late at night, when you haven't slept and you're anxious, you don't know what your purpose is, or you think you might not be able to have enough of an impact, think exponentially. Understand that it's not just metaphysical, lofty, spiritual bumper sticker lingo, although that's all good too. This is all grounded in tangible fact also. It's both. It's poetic truth built on data-driven extrapolations. It's actually possible. The tools are there. You can take action. Don't just stay at home like reading The Secret and hoping for a transformation. Like, go do it. It's that the brain is essentially like an artificial intelligence program, right? It takes in data from the present, compares it with data from the past, and uses it to make predictions about the future. And it does this automatically all the time. And so our baseline is a default of low-level anxiety, a consistent future tense, very rarely in the present. See, on the one hand, this capacity to imagine our future, to leave the present and imagine what might be, is a gift, but it can also be a curse when it robs us of ever being in the moment and never smelling the flowers. Because if we can't see the world in a grain of sand or heaven in a wildflower, if we can't hold infinity in the palm of our hands, if we can't hold eternity in an hour, like Blake said, then what the fuck are we building anything for? Because then, if we're never here to enjoy any of it, damn. Consciousness is a new space for exploration. So Michael Pollan says that one of the things that commends intense experiences, transformational experiences, psychedelic experiences, even travel and beauty and love, is that these kinds of experiences, they block all signals forwards and backwards, right? They get you out of thinking always of the future and out of always ruminating from the past, and instead hurl you into the flow of the present that is literally wonderful. Wonder being the byproduct of exactly that sense of unencumbered first sight or virginal noticing to which the adult brain has closed itself. So you get to see the world as if through the eyes of a child. You open yourself up to the miraculous once more. That's intoxicating. This notion of flow, this is perhaps the greatest state of consciousness to aspire to. So for those that don't know, flow is a state of consciousness in which you feel your best and you perform your best. It's ecstatic. It's characterized by a sense of selflessness. When you're in the zone, when you're in the pocket, when you're the jazz musician who's tapped into the perfect.
Oh, because I didn't want to do all of this video like that. But I was trying to bring to your mind of when he's saying the vibrational flow. There's a lot of people that believe in frequency. That's what energy is. That's what your soul is. And that's the soul that shall be judged. That's why we ain't supposed to be placing judgmental opinion. Hey, man, we got King Lamar Brand TV is in the building, families. Man, a Hebrew Israelite clean is in the building. Children of Israel, please stand up. Man, bro, all praises to the Most High. It's good to see you, bro. There's an Israelite right there. Everybody in this building are Israelites. The Most High wanted you to love him. And doing his will is to teach the gospel of the kingdom. What is the gospel of the kingdom? It's his laws. What is his laws? It's his commandments, statutes, and judgments. That is his laws. And that's how you love in the Most High. Families. He chose all of us because we believed. We had that faith. Once you believe and once you had that faith, now he got to get his chosen people that he done chose because we believe in him so much. We obeying in him. We abiding in his love for us unconditionally now. Now, families, he finna give us a land. And what is that land, families? It ain't certain places that's on this planet. No. It's the whole planet combined together, which the Garden of Eden will restore itself. But it was flooded, families. Man, there was a big flood in Jeremiah. The Jeremiah flood. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High want to know, are you going to claim Israel? Israel. Because the Elohim and Israel is one. He was trying to show you, man, how technology has went up to where we are babes to the world off tech. And we are as well babes in the world. I mean, spiritually as well. That's where that milk come in at. Families, we got to do precept upon precepts. We can't be sipping milk no more because we already know that we are not of this world. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for us to get into the meat of the scriptures, families. We can't be playing no games out here. And that's facts. That's why I've been showing these videos, man, to let that we can't be watered down. Half-breeds. Nah, man, we true believers. But we got to break it down. We got to have that patience. And what is patience? Patience is humbleness. You humble yourself, man, to calm your spirit, to listen. To listen. And once that knowledge has been obtained, been put on you through the Spirit, the Ruach, the Hakadash, the Holy Spirit. Once that had been been filled through you, through your whole vessel, the Most High is finna let you be a doer now, and you no longer is a hearer no more because you need to hear what you needed to hear. Now it's time for you to do the works, because now you know. But people love to go to that phrase, you're not accountable for the things that you don't know of. What are you scared of? What's certain things that you don't want to know about out here? That's my question. You got to study to show thyself approved now. People going to ask you questions. Are you going to have them answers? The answers are only through the Holy Scriptures, families. The answers are only through the Holy Scriptures.
Not to us, not to us, Lord, but to your name we give
glory. The Most High is trying to set you apart.
Glory, Lord.
And he is opening up your mind to those that are trying to get out of the stage of deep sleep.
Not to us,
you follow my ways, you hearken unto my ways. Go to the scriptures. and then express that to your brothers and sisters, Israelites out here. Yeah, true enough, I might not know all that Hebrew. So it's especially, man, the Most High rock. Man, my own no one there, man, was speaking Hebrew 6 months ago. I'm trying,
You thought I didn't know. Blessing coming by the second, faithful and available. I just wanna praise a little. You deserve it, all of me. Put that word all on my soul, giving you glory. All I know, like hold up. Thinking about them days, had to work about a 20-hour week, picking up shoes. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues. Yeah, gotta steward it well, from serving locally to serving globally. Yeah, from a broke hoodlum to me break dancing in Jerusalem. Yeah. You pick me up when I'm so down. You switched it up and shook the ground. You showed me mercy. You said no mercy. Cause you got that good love. Got me and my mama out the hood. No weapon from the kids me up in my neighborhood. Cause you got that good love. Yeah, you got that good love. Yeah. Onez broke with not a cent. Pocket full of dreams and lit. Watching all who profit, all who side and white they got it, yeah. I remember winter days we had no heat. Sleeping in my jacket at my mama crib on Lafayette Street. Hold up. Now I got signed and leveled up on them. No, I'm not boasting, I just wanna flaunt them. Brought me a crib with a lake and a gate. Now I'm just kidding, but the future look great. Came a long way from that studio. The struggle's still real, but I'm Gucci though. To a 2-bedroom, me and Mark coolin', taking life in one night at a time. Yeah. But now I'm found. You pick me up when I'm so down. You switched it up and shook the ground. You showed me mercy. You said no mercy. All I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love. Got me and my mama out the hood. No weapon from the kids me up in my neighborhood. 'Cause you got that good love. Yeah, you got that good love.
That's what I'm talking about, children of Israel. That's what I'm talking about. Families, man, when you be walking around here, letting everybody know, man, you was an Israelite family, that brings you power, family. They gonna start looking at you like, what? Oh, do you believe in religion? Nah, I don't believe in no religion, but I believe in the word of God, though. They go like, what? You know what I'm saying? You got something strong that's behind you, families. Ooh, families, you gonna be standing up right because you know you still royalty out here, families. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you might be from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Levi, from the tribe of Reuben, from the tribe of Issachar. You're like, hey, family, from the tribe of Dan, from the tribe of Gad, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you letting people out here know, man, what is going down with you. They were like, hey, them Israelites over there, who's they God? Who's they God? They follow the Hamashiach. Hamashiach. Family, they gonna go on Google and start, they gotta spell it first though, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna lead them to it. That's Christ. That's Christ. And the Elohim, the Heavenly Father, Yahuwah, Yahweh, is the only Father out here, man. Not Baal, not Apollo, not Poseidon, not Zeus, not whatever you want to claim. Not Muhammad, no, none of that. Not no prophets, whatever you trying to claim out here. So the Muslims that's out here, I got mad love for you, but you know you Israelites, right? So why are you following Muhammad so much? Who ways are he following? Following Christ, right? But y'all call yourself Muslims. But you supposed to be from where? Israel, right? Because that's where Christ from, right? He's supposed to be the final prophet, right? You see all these questions that you gotta, are you gonna study thyself to approve when people like ourselves that's been eating the meat of the word start asking you, what? Man, we got my brother in the building, King Charles. Hey, a Hebrew Israelite king just arrived. Please pull out the red carpet. Salute, man. Children of Israel, please stand up. Tell sis we love her. Chill, she Hebrew queen. Hey, man, y'all give me crunk, families. Y'all give me crunk. Man, that's another brother from the Power of God channel, G2, G3. Been bringing out some juice out here, families. But that brother right there, he's hearkening to the voice of the Most High. He's letting everybody know that be rocking with him. Don't praise me. He tell you all that all the time. Praise the Father. He let you know that. Because he know that the Hamashiach Christ gave all glory and honor to the Father. My brother know his works. My brother don't be trying to go up and down with the comments. People gonna comment on this stuff, man, because he bringing juice out here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can't sit here and fight that brother, man, based upon his spiritual opinions. That brother got that faith, right? Alright. He know who he claim, right? Alright. So he out here. Families, man, don't let people divide you, man, on something, man, that ain't supposed to be divided. The Most High is going to set you apart. He's going to divide the wheat and the tares, the sheep and the goat, the wolf and the shepherd. The Most High is going to do that. He just want to know, do you believe? Where that faith come in at? I already gave you the spirit because you living. That's why you celebrate your birthday. Because you got breath, you have life, the spirit, a soul. Man, families, the Most High want to let you know that yes, you are part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Yes, you will be a part of the 12 gates of the New Jerusalem. Yes, I will divide you when I place judgment from the 144,000 saints that's going to place judgment upon humanity in Revelations. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 14, if I'm not mistaken. Might be 13. Excuse me, Father, if I gave the wrong scripture, but it's in Revelations. He's letting you know that, yes, you are stamped royalty. And you are in Ephesians 6. And you is wearing my full body of armor. Just obey my laws. And what is his laws? What is the Hamashiach's will? It's his commandments. And what did I command you to do? And when you obey that command, because you abide in my love, I'm giving you statutes to make you be stand up. You walking high in pride because you know, man, you got a light shining on you. And I will not place no judgment upon you because you is not judging thy neighbors. Man, families, man, I want to give all praises, man, always, man, to the Most High. Before I end this session, we is going to check out Suspicious Observer. Everybody in the building on all four corners of this planet. Children of Israel, go show Suspicious Observer some love, families, of this video that he not too long just dropped about 12 hours ago or 10 hours ago. Please go check out at the Power of God channel 3, families, G2G. Man, he is waking up the world, families, all children of Israel, all the Israelites that's out here, all the children of the Elohim that's out here. Y'all are Israelites because you claim the Most High. He is bringing you some juice out here, man, that is waking you up, families. Embrace that spirit from that brother. Embrace that, because he loves you. Your sisters that's out here. Embrace their spirit, families, because they love you. And they expressing who they are to you. Regardless if there's 2 people hearing me, 3 people hearing me, or ain't nobody in the building. Maybe you might get to this video. I love you. Let me find bro. Man, I love you, beautiful Queen Terry Martinez. Thank you, sis. Man, I love you. Show bro some love, families. He's bringing some juice. He be eating with us, families, man, over there at the Power of God.
I have 422 friends.
Bro, man,
yet I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me.
Yeah.
The problem I have sits in the spaces between looking into their eyes or at a name on a screen. I took a step back and opened my eyes. I looked around and realised that this media we call social is anything but. When we open our computers and it's our doors we shut. All this technology we have, it's just an illusion. Community, companionship, a sense of inclusion. Yet when you step away from this device of delusion, you awaken to see a world of confusion. A world where we're slaves to the technology we mastered, where information gets sold by some rich, greedy bastard. A world of self-interest, self-image, self-promotion, where we all share our best bits but leave out the emotion. We're at our most happy with an experience that we share, but is it the same if no one is there? Be there for your friends, and they'll be there too, but no one will be if a group message will do. We edit and exaggerate, crave adulation. We pretend not to notice the social isolation. We put our words into order until our lives are glistening. We don't even know if anyone is listening. Being alone isn't the problem. Let me just emphasise, if you read a book, paint a picture, or do some exercise, you're being productive and present, not reserved and recluse. You're being awake and attentive and putting your time to good use. So when you're in public and you start to feel alone, put your hands behind your head, step away from the phone. You don't need to stare at your menu or at your contact list. Just talk to one another. Learn to coexist. I can't stand to hear the silence of a busy commuter train where no one wants to talk through the fear of looking insane. We're becoming unsocial. It no longer satisfies to engage with one another and look into someone's eyes. We're surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. It's not very likely you'll make world's greatest dad if you can't entertain a child without using an iPad. When I was a child, I'd never be home. Be out with my friends on our bikes, we would roam. I'd wear holes in my trainers and graze up my knees. We'd build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now the park's so quiet it gives me a chill. See no children outside and the swings hanging still. There's no skipping, no hopscotch, no church and no steeple. We're a generation of idiots, smartphones and dumb people.
That way their brother can go live.
So look up from your phone, shut down the display. Take in your surroundings, make the most of today. Just one real connection is all it can take to show you the difference that being there can make. Be there in the moment that she gives you the look that you remember forever as when love overtook. The time she first holds your hand or first kiss your lips. The time you first disagree but still love her to bits. The time you don't have to tell hundreds of what you've just done because you want to share this moment with just this one. The time you'll sell your computer so you can buy a ring for the girl of your dreams who is now the real thing. The time you want to start a family, and the moment when you first hold your little girl and get to fall in love again. The time she keeps you up at night and all you want is rest, and the time you wipe away the tears as your baby flees the nest. The time your baby girl returns for a boy for you to hold, and the time he calls you granddad and makes you feel real old. The time you take in all you've made just by giving life attention, and how you're glad you didn't waste it by looking down at some invention. The time you hold your wife's hand, sit down beside her bed, you tell her that you love her, lay a kiss upon her head. She then whispers to you quietly as her heart gives a final beat, that she's lucky she got stopped by that lost boy in the street. But none of these times ever happened. You never had any of this. When you're too busy looking down, you don't see the chances you miss. So look up from your phone, shut down those displays. We have a finite existence, a set number of days. Don't waste your life getting caught in the net, as when the end comes, nothing's worse than regret. I am guilty too of being part of this machine, this digital world we are heard but not seen, where we type as we talk and we read as we chat, where we spend hours together without making eye contact. So don't give in to a life where you follow the hype. Give people your love, don't give them your like. Disconnect from the need to be heard and defined. Go out into the world, leave distractions behind. Look up from your phone, shut down that display. Stop watching this video, live life the real way.
Amen. All praises to the Most High on that, families. And it's just whole ironic. But families, I don't believe in coincidences. How bro, suspicious observer, but not too long just talking about if you was at the Power of God 3 channel, man. Well, bro, man, was, oh, man, he went over Alice Trebek and some more things, families. That was very edifying. Man, bro, man, even Suspicious Observer even dropped off a video. You got people that's dropping you jewels out here, man. They letting you know they woke. You know, they just need that support behind them. That's all. There's that same support that's given that they should be showing. Show love out here. Because there's people out here that's speaking, man. I remember, man, speaking to not only my moms, my pops, man, but King Chose used to call me all the time. He used to let me know, man, how to work things and how to express who I am. You know what I'm saying? Try to show me, man, how to get that fear out of me. You know what I'm saying? When I go live and just be you. Bro believed in me, man. Because he saw the faith, he saw that spirit, he felt that spirit, that vibration, that frequency that was inside of me. And family, what became a friendship became a brotherhood. And what became a brotherhood, man, show love, man, for what we be having for each other. And the people that we bring in our circle. Me talking to my baby sister, be at the barbershop all the time. Fee, I love you, Fee. Hey, don't be working too hard, sis. She be bringing me jewels and dropping me jewels. And I'm the big bro. That's my baby sis. But you never know who you might learn from, families. Knowledge don't have no age limit. Obtaining wisdom from someone, there's no age limit in that. You could obtain knowledge and wisdom from anybody that is appointed, man, to give you truth. And that's what I seek, families. I seek the spirit of a man. I seek the soul of a queen. And when I look into your eyes, I see calmness. I see righteousness. I see peace. Children of Israel, I want to let you know, man, I truly love every single last one of you. We always give all praises to the Most High in everything that you do in your life. You give glorification to the Father, families. And families, when you in that prayer, families, you say it in the Hamashiach Christ's name, families. So your answers could be heard. So your prayers could be heard. And the Most High is going to deliver that message in a snap of a finger, families. You just got to be humble and have the patience to receive it. To receive.
I hear you calling me, calling your spirit drawing me. Good and bad and your go hand in hand.
Beautiful Queen Anointed, beautiful Queen of God and Love, I love you, sis. Beautiful Queen of Rita Williams, man, my brother, King, Official Observer, man, continue working out here. Beautiful Queen Ray Ali, happy birthday, Queen. Yeah, how we feel about that, sis? We be happy at sis. Queen Fish, so you know I love y'all, sis. Man, King Lamar Brand, Israelite King. Thank you, sis. All praise to the Most High. Beautiful Queen Pretty Apple, we see y'all, sis. Don't be working too hard, Israelite Queen. I love you, Queen. Children of Israel, please go up. Beautiful Ella, oh man, thank you so much, sis. I'm starting to see your face a lot. Well, feel your spirit, your God, baby. Thank you, Queen. And the Most High will always bless you and your whole family.
It makes me wonder why God keeps on loving me. I don't deserve it. He thinks I'm worth it.
Too, mama, man. Beautiful Queen, Mr. Hey, that Queen's like that, man. Be riding with a brother, man. I want to say that I love y'all so much, man. So whenever I do go live on the weekend, and whenever the Most High gives y'all time in y'all life, man, y'all actually be around y'all phones, and y'all see the big brother live. So I'm humble right now. I love you so much. Thank you, Jesus Queen. If I had missed anyone that was in the chat, any of the children is going to team or team because I trying to make sure we ain't played all the songs, families. Make sure we ain't played all the songs.
3, 4.
Queen of Rita, still in the building. I see you, sis. Tomorrow's session, families, man. I got a brother, man, that went over. He did almost like a 2-hour live. We had to do about an hour of it. And family, this brother right here. and it gave us some more understanding about your self-reflection. Your self-reflection only comes from the word of the Elohim, only comes from the Holy Spirit. And it will show you and identify who you are.
No matter what I have, your grace is enough.
It's all following the order
No matter
from the
where I
principle.
am, I'm
The
standing in
Maleah.
your
That's
love.
big and
On
it's
the
here.
mountains,
Yeah,
I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley, I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there.
actually
When
teach you
tempted,
the
I will mountain up. Didn't get there on my
all
own.
children of
When
Israel,
you
the
are
children of
there
the
through
King
the
Toes,
valley,
that's up in the
no,
building,
I
people
got
between a
my
meter,
own.
people between Amanda, you know I love you, people between Amanda, people between Black Snow, it's time to come to my remembrance, people between Church, man, we had 3 beautiful, wonderful Israelite queens, man, that came in the building, and was able to have a time out of their life to come and show the GCC family some love, man, so I'm humbled by that. I think the
No
most high
matter
God.
what, I know I'm safe inside your hands. On the mountains, I will bow my life to the one who set me there. Set me there. I will lift my eyes to the one who sees
You
me
could be going
there.
live pretty soon,
When
so,
tempted,
and bro,
I will
but your
mountain
voice
didn't get
has
there.